Howdy, everybody. This is Leo Cloutier with Malice to It None. We're in Kansas City today, the home of the Kansas City Royals, here in the Harry S. Truman Sports Complex, one of the greatest in the nation today. And we're indeed honored to have as our guest the director of the National American Legion baseball program, well known in our part of the country, George Rulon. Welcome, George.
Good to see you again, Leo.
George, certainly nice to see you, George. This is a beautiful layout, isn't it?
Well, I can't imagine anything nicer. I was just thinking that when you build a stadium like this exclusively for baseball, it makes it so much nicer for the fans when you don't have to contend with some of the things that go into these multi-purpose stadiums.
So true. And, George, you know, although it's 90 degrees, one look at that beautiful water fountain out in center field or in right center field makes you feel a little bit cool.
I wouldn't mind jumping in.
I'm with you. George, the American Legion baseball program is going on as well as ever. In fact, it's increased in popularity, increased in competition and activity. What is in store for the program this year? Now, for instance, the All-Star game held in Kansas City. You had quite a representation.
Yes, we did, Leo. We're proud of the fact that 38 graduates of our program who worked out as teenagers in American Legion baseball were selected by the two leagues to represent them here in Kansas City this year.
How old is the American Legion baseball program, George?
We're now in our 48th season, Leo.
That's 4 years older than the All-Star game.
Well, just about right, yes. We actually got started back in 1927 and then went on to our first national championship in 1928.
Would you recall, I know it's asking a lot, but would you recall who your first American Legion representative was in the major leagues?
Well, no, but I do know that Phil Cavaretta was one of the first. He played with a team out of Chicago and, of course, later played with the Cubs. That was about 1931. That was before you and I were on the sports beat.
Yes, I agree with you there.
Actually, I think the initial player was a boy by the name of Davis from Springfield, Ohio.
Is that so? And that was how many years ago now?
That would have been in 1927.
That's a good while. George, a great deal of water has gone over the dam since then, and you've turned over, hundreds and hundreds of foul players, haven't you, to the major leagues?
That's right. We're very proud of our program. Of course, it's the granddaddy of them all. It has a lot to do with the citizenship training as well as athletic ability, as you know. And we are very thoughtful and very much aware of the great support that all of your listeners up in New England have given to the program through the years.
Well, it's always been a pleasure to do anything we could on our part. I know because you're getting that cooperation not only in the New England area, but all over the country, in fact, all over the world, aren't you?
Yes, there's more and more talk about us going international. I don't know if I'll be around to see that happen because there are a lot of headaches connected with it, but there's a growing interest in baseball at the amateur level all over the world. It's just tremendous and most encouraging.
Certainly must be. George, how about tournaments coming up? You've got a great many of them.
Well, in your particular area, Leo, our regional tournament will be played in Middletown, Connecticut, opening on August the 22nd, with a winner being determined there by the 27th. And then that team will go on to Lewiston, Idaho for our World Series from August 29th through the September 4th.
And that's where your World Series is going to be.
Right.
Well, George, I see that our time is up, and I certainly want to take this occasion to thank you very much for being our guest, and I want to wish you and the American Legion baseball program, as usual, worlds of luck. You don't need my wishes, but anyway, worlds of luck.
Well, Leo, we do appreciate them, and it's always a pleasure visiting with you and talking about baseball, particularly American Legion baseball.
Thank you very much, George. This was an interview with George Rulon, the director of the National American Legion baseball program. This brings us to the end with Malice to It None here from Kansas City, Missouri, from the Harry S. Truman Complex in Independence, Missouri. Leo Cloutier. Until tomorrow, goodbye.
Brought to you by PosterFix. At PosterFix, we bring your vintage posters back to life. To learn more about Leo Cloutier's sports world, visit leocloutier.com.